Introduction: 10 subtle ways to spot a quiet millionaire. We all imagine millionaires living in mansions, driving supercars, and showing off designer brands. But here's the truth. Most real millionaires don't look like that at all. They're walking quietly among us in modest clothes, driving practical cars, and working regular jobs. These people are known as quiet millionaires. Today we'll uncover the 10 subtle ways you can spot them without them ever saying a word. This video is packed with deep insights, hidden patterns, and real-life lessons to help you think, act, and maybe become one of them. Let's dive into the first sign of a quiet millionaire. Number 1. They drive modest cars. One of the most common traits? Quiet millionaires almost never drive luxury vehicles. They might drive a 10-year-old Toyota Corolla or a second-hand Honda Civic. Why? Because they understand one truth. Cars are depreciating assets. The minute you drive off the lot, the value drops. So they invest in assets, not appearances. This mindset isn't about being cheap, it's about being intentional. Why spend $1,000 per month on a car lease when that same money could grow in index funds or rental properties? This is often your first sign, the person who doesn't feel the need to show off, because they've already arrived financially. Number 2, they rarely talk about money. Quiet millionaires don't brag about their bank accounts, their investments, or their net worth. In fact, they often avoid money conversations altogether, especially in social settings. Why? Because for them, money is a tool, not a trophy. They've already achieved financial success, so they don't need to prove it to anyone. Their focus is on freedom, not flexing. This humility often stems from a mindset shift. Quiet millionaires realize that the loudest people in the room are usually trying to hide insecurity, not display success. So the person who stays calm during money talk, never brags, and quickly changes the subject? That could be your quiet millionaire. Number 3, they're hyper-focused on value, not brand names. Quiet millionaires don't chase designer logos or luxury labels. You'll rarely see them wearing Gucci belts or Rolex watches. Instead, they ask one question before every purchase. Is this worth the value? For them, every dollar has a purpose. If a $40 pair of shoes offers the same comfort and durability as a $400 pair, they'll choose the $40 ones every time. It's not about being frugal. It's about being rational. Quiet millionaires look for value, longevity, and practicality. They understand that brand names often come with inflated costs, not increased utility. So when you spot someone who seems financially stable but wears off-brand clothing, skips designer bags, and chooses simple quality items, they might just be a millionaire in disguise. Number 4, they live below their means, always. One of the strongest signs of a quiet millionaire? They live below their means not just when they're starting out, but even after they've made it. They might earn $200K but live like they earn $60K. This gap between income and lifestyle is the engine of their wealth. It's how they accumulate assets, reduce stress, and build long-term freedom. Quiet millionaires don't feel the urge to spend just because they can. They prioritize peace of mind over possessions and freedom over flash. You'll find them in regular homes, shopping smart, enjoying simple pleasures, and quietly stacking wealth in the background. This subtle living style often confuses people. If I made that kind of money, I'd be living large. But that's exactly the difference. They don't chase lifestyle inflation, they reject it. Number 5, they're obsessively curious about wealth building. Quiet millionaires have one thing in common: a deep, ongoing curiosity about money, not just how to earn it, but how to multiply and protect it. They read financial books, listen to money podcasts, watch long-form videos on investing, and take notes from successful people. They treat wealth building like a lifelong study, not a one-time crash course. Quiet millionaires often see themselves as students of money. They spend time on YouTube learning about dividend investing, or they're diving into books like The Millionaire Next Door or The Psychology of Money. While others binge Netflix, they binge knowledge. Here's the clue. If someone talks about tax-free savings or index funds more than they talk about trends or celebrity gossip, you might be looking at a quiet millionaire in training or already one. Number 6, they avoid lifestyle inflation. Here's a powerful truth. Most people increase their spending every time their income goes up. But quiet millionaires do the opposite. They keep their lifestyle steady, even as their income grows. This is called avoiding lifestyle inflation, and it's one of the most powerful wealth-building habits you'll ever find. Quiet millionaires understand that more money doesn't have to mean more spending. They fight the urge to keep up with the Joneses, and instead stick to what works. New job, they keep the same rent. Raise, They invest the difference. Bonus? They buy more assets, not liabilities. The lesson here? If someone earns big but lives like they did 5 years ago, they might not be behind, they might be way ahead. Number 7. They invest quietly and consistently. Quiet millionaires don't make dramatic moves or chase get-rich-quick schemes. They're not trying to time the market or bet big on the next crypto spike. Instead, they invest quietly, patiently, and consistently month after month, year after year. They understand that true wealth is built with boring discipline, not exciting decisions. Quiet millionaires believe in automating wealth. They set up automatic transfers to retirement accounts, max out their TFSAs and RRSPs, and let time do the heavy lifting. They rarely talk about investing, but if you looked at their financial history, you'd find a pattern. Consistency beats intensity. They invest whether they feel like it or not. They don't skip months. They ignore noise. And in the end, they win. So if you meet someone who talks less about investing but has spreadsheets, long-term plans, and steady habits behind the scenes, you might be looking at a quiet millionaire. Number 8. They're generous but never flashy. Quiet millionaires give generously, but you'll rarely see them post about it or seek praise. Their giving is private, purposeful, and powerful. They don't donate for recognition or awards. They donate because they can, and because they feel a quiet responsibility to help others. Quiet millionaires often support causes close to their heart, not the trendiest charities. They might tip their barber double without a word, buy groceries for a struggling neighbor, or fund a small business anonymously. You won't see them flashing donations online or putting their name on buildings. Instead, they believe in what author Morgan Housel calls invisible generosity, where impact matters more than visibility. So if someone lives simply, speaks softly, and gives silently, they might just be one of the richest people you know. Number 9. They surround themselves with like-minded people. One subtle sign of a quiet millionaire? Look at who they spend time with. They don't hang out with show-offs or compulsive spenders. Instead, they gravitate toward low-ego, high-integrity people, those who talk about ideas, not just income, growth, not gossip. Quiet millionaires understand that environment shapes behavior. They build circles filled with discipline, humility, and mutual encouragement. If their friends are budgeting, investing, and living below their means, it becomes second nature for them too. Quiet millionaires don't compete, they collaborate. They avoid toxic energy and surround themselves with people who value time, freedom, and financial wisdom over popularity or status. So next time you see someone who seems grounded and wise, and their friend group mirrors that same energy, there's a good chance they've cracked the wealth code. Number 10. They don't try to look rich because they already are. The final and most telling sign of a quiet millionaire? They don't try to look rich because they already are. They've stopped chasing approval. They don't care about flashy watches, designer labels, or luxury cars to impress strangers. Why? Because they've already defined wealth on their own terms, and it has nothing to do with how others see them. Quiet millionaires have nothing to prove. You'll find them walking their dog in worn sneakers, shopping for groceries in budget stores, smiling peacefully while others try to keep up with trends. Meanwhile, their bank accounts are solid, their investments are mature, and their stress is low. The lesson? The richest people often don't look rich at all. They've learned that real wealth is quiet. It doesn't scream, it whispers. So next time you see someone living simply, smiling often, and never flashing their success, don't assume they're broke. They might just be free. Conclusion. So there you have it, 10 subtle ways to spot a quiet millionaire. From living below their means to avoiding lifestyle inflation, these individuals master the art of building wealth quietly and steadily. They don't need to boast, flaunt, or impress anyone, because their success speaks for itself. The key takeaway? Wealth isn't always loud. Quiet millionaires embrace discipline, consistency, and generosity, and they understand that real wealth isn't about having the most, it's about having what you need and letting your money work for you over time. Now, if you want to take your own financial journey to the next level, remember, it's not about overnight success. It's about making smart, patient choices that lead to long-term freedom. Whether you're starting with a small investment or building up your financial knowledge, small steps make a big difference over time. Keep going, stay grounded, and remember, the most successful people are often the ones you least expect. They don't need to show off, they just live well. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, insightful, and maybe a little inspiring, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps us get this message to more people who could benefit from it. If you're interested in more content on building wealth, financial freedom, and personal growth, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new video. I've got tons of other videos lined up on everything from investing tips to powerful life-changing habits that help you grow wealth the right way. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Remember, building wealth isn't about making noise. It's about making the right moves, quietly and consistently. Until next time, keep building, keep learning, and take care.